Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to cut and sew a short fitted bandless skirt. So the first thing you need to do is to get the essential tools you need, and that's your brown paper, your calculator, eraser, pencil, scissors and tape rule. Now let's get started with the cutting. So the first thing you do, which I've already done, is to take your 1 inch and that's going to be your starting point. Then after taking that, you take your original measurement. So I already took my hip line. I'm taking my length, my skirt length. So I did that and I added ½ inch. So I did it to the other side too. Then I connected with a ruler. Now that I've done that, you connect the other one. Good. So now that I've done that, I need to take my circumference. So first I'm going to take my waist circumference, that is my waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch for that allowance. That's what I'm putting there. But first, before you do that, make sure you take your zip allowance, because I'm going to be using the same paper to cut the front and back. So this is what I took. I put 1.5 inches down and I rolled it straight up then down. So after doing that, you can now take your circumference from that line. But first thing, you need to fold your allowance, your zipper allowance, so it will not interfere with your cutting. So now that I've successfully folded it, you need to take your original measurement, that is your hip, your waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch for the dart. Then you go to the hip and just your hip divided by 4. You don't need to put any dart allowance. Then I went down and I divided my hip measurement. I removed 1 inch from it, then I placed it down. Then using the straight part of the ruler, I connected it to the hip. So now we're just going to add my allowance. I added 1 inch, but you can add 1.5 if you want, but it should not be too much. So I connect with my ruler. Note the way I'm connecting the ruler. Note the sides I'm using. So now we are going to open up our zipper allowance back, and we are going to take ½ inch from the zipper allowance and return it to the waist measurement. Then we are going to use the curve to curve it into the hip line, and we are going to use that same side of the curve to curve it. I don't know, I'll spin my hands there. We'll curve it back into the hip line. This is to avoid zipper bulge. So after doing that, I'm going to now cut. No, I'm not cutting it out. I'm going to first of all fold my ½ inch allowance at the end of my skirt, because that's needed before you cut it. So now I'm going to cut out what I already drafted, and I'm going to cut out the back first, because I need to eliminate the back in order to cut the front. Okay, so now that we have done that, I'm going to open this up and cut out the excess. So what I have left is my allowance. Good, so I'm going to do the same for the top. I'm going to add an allowance and I'm going to rule it. Then I don't know why I was folding it. Where is my song? Okay, it's back. So I'm going to cut off the excess at the top and leave only my sewing allowance. Good, so now this is me cutting out the back on the fabric. So I need to cut out the back before I can actually start cutting the front. So I also did the same on the lining, cut out the back lining. Let's watch me do my job. enough watching. So what I'm doing right now is chalking 1.5 inches, and I'm going to use a ruler to rule it. Then I'm going to use my scissors to cut it off. And the reason why I did this is because I added 0.5 inches to my skirt allowance. Note that this is, you are cutting it off in the down part of the skirt. So now I'm cutting off my zipper allowance, and I'm going to cut off the allowance I added to the waist too. So now I'm checking for my measurements to see if they are still accurate. That is your waist plus your dart. Now I already cut out my front, and I already chalked the dart. Your dart is your nipple to nipple. So I already chalked that, and you are going to stop your dart 2 inches above your hip. So since I'm using the insane method of sewing, I'm going to join my front and my back to my back. So here I already joined my back together, and I stopped 5 inches before the end, and I did the same for my lining. So now I'm going to join my lining front and back together, and this is my back for my Ankara, and I already placed my zip. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to join the front and the back of my fabric together. So I did that here, and I did the same for my lining. Now that I've done that, I need to join the two together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lining and my fabric, and I'm going to, from the zipper side, I'm going to join it together. Then now I'm going to take it to the machine. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go to the other side, the end of the material, and I'm going to join those sides together too. And now just take it to the machine. So I already did that here. Let's turn it inside out to see what we got. So this is what we got, and it's looking neat. Make sure you iron while sewing. It's going to make your outfits look great. So now that I've done that, I'm going to good. So now that we have done that, we need to loosen the front part of the fabric. So you're just going to enter and go to the front side and use your needle to loosen it like by 3 inches, because that's where you're going to close up your sewing. So that's what I'm doing right now. After doing that, that's it. After doing that, now you're going to get into your fabric and go to the zipper side. So that's what I'm pulling inside out now. It's going to look something like this. Good. It's going to be very messy. It's going to be very, very messy. But I just hope you understand. If you don't understand, go back and watch the video again. So now, at this point, we are going to sew straight down. I already did that. You turn to the other side, and so start from the zipper side, because the end is not going to be equal. So I'm going to sew it straight down, and I notch the upper part of my skirt and the down part. Then I went to the other part, did it, and now I'm going to turn it inside out to show you guys my end result. Guys, quick reminder, make sure you iron. It's going to make it easier for you. Even though you end up making it more rough, it's going to still make it easy for you. So this is my skirt. So this is my skirt, and this is what it's looking like. So most of the work is done. We only have one more work left. So the work is the part that I loosen, the 3 inches that I open. We need to conceal it. So this is it. So it will be advisable for you. You need to get your hemming gum. So So now it will be advisable for you to iron it because it's going to make it easier for you. So I already did that. Look how flat it looks. Good. So now that you have done this, take your Emmy gum and place it under there and iron it away. So now this is it, and I've closed it up. Like you can't even see any thread. This is how to sew a neat skirt for your customer or for yourself. So please guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be sewing the upper part of the clothes soon. So this is the end result. Please guys, support this small YouTuber. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Love you. Bye.